Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. If you enjoyed today's presentation and find it informative, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share the content. Today's video subject: why is my senior cat so vocal at night? Before we begin, let's first take a look at today's topic overview. The yowling of an older cat is a long cry due to pain, distress, or grief. It's often the result of health conditions such as hyperthyroidism, hypertension, sensory decline, or cognitive dysfunction. In particular, cats with dementia are likely to yowl during all hours of the night due to forgetfulness and confusion. The act of caterwauling is a persistent, melodramatic, and somewhat melodic sound that is produced by felines that are under some level of distress. Some owners describe it as a cross between a howl, a yowl, and an outright whine. Caterwauling is an emotional and urgent cry. Because felines can't talk, caterwauling is likely the closest thing that your cat will ever get to an actual call for help, the ultimate scream for attention. While caterwauling can occur during times of an actual emergency, some cats choose to vocalize in this fashion due to feelings of insecurity and boredom. It must also be stated that caterwauling can also be done as a means to protect territory. Depending on the circumstances, some cats will vocalize to the highest degree as a means to scare away potential intruders and predators. The act of caterwauling in general is more common in males, especially if they become aware that a nearby female is in heat. Due to the subject matter of this presentation and all of the many nooks and crannies involved, we could honestly be here for half an hour or more if we were to truly go down the rabbit hole of feline vocalizations with respect to the reasons and what they all mean. It's almost endless. However, when it comes to elderly felines in their golden years, crying out at night or in the night is very common. Whining and caterwauling, while young cats are likely to vocalize during the after hours as a means to get attention, the cries of an older cat are more likely due to medical issues. Felines that are in the grips of cognitive dysfunction will quite often yowl during the night, most likely due to insecurity and confusion. Senior cats in the midst of arthritis and or dental disease can also express themselves in a similar fashion during the night due to intense pain and overall discomfort. Chronic crying during the night could unfortunately point to something far more dire, as the end could be near. While that's not an attempt to paint some grand conclusion with 100% certainty, it is something to consider and be mindful of. Every situation is different. Just be aware if your cat is of elderly status and they've suddenly started to cry at night without any signs of letting up. And as we always stress in most all of our videos, it's best not to live in the unknown if something has become an issue. Take your cat to the vet in order to receive a proper diagnosis if a health condition is responsible for your cat's late night vocalization. While we mentioned cognitive decline, arthritis, and dental concerns, there are certainly other issues that can prompt howling and yowling in the night. The first one that we'll address in this subsection is hyperthyroidism. It is estimated that roughly 10% of cats of senior status have this disease. In addition to night vocalization, sweating, irritability, and irregular heartbeat are all common symptoms. Another reason for late night howling could be due to hypertension. Older felines with the aforementioned hyperthyroidism are more likely to develop high blood pressure. It's common for cats with high blood pressure to have a difficult time relaxing. Sensory decline is yet another reason that we'd like to mention. It's common for senior felines to lose some of their senses. The confusion that this type of decline can create can lead to vocal outbursts. Howling is often a sign of distress as once basic functions start to diminish, most notably sight and smell. Persistent pain can also reveal itself in the form of nightly caterwauling. While cats are indeed the pros when it comes to masking pain, that can only last for just so long. Your cat's nightly howls could be the result of major discomfort. And we did mention it here briefly just a bit earlier, but cognitive dysfunction syndrome and general cognitive decline can play a major role in your cat's behavior in addition to diseases of the central nervous system, often hallmarked by seizures, lack of coordination, numbness, paralysis, and chronic pain. The physical changes involved in this aspect of overall health can reach a crisis point. Crying in the night is quite common in felines with both neurological and nervous system disorders. Now let's transition from caterwauling to frequent meowing. This is essentially what can be defined as standard vocalization that really doesn't seem to cease. Several causes can include hunger, thirst, discomfort, injury, and pain. It must be stated, however, especially when it relates to a health matter, never assume that something is just no big deal because the meowing is not louder. Always be prepared to find the real cause of your cat's issue. As cats grow older, they become more susceptible to disease. It's just, unfortunately, the way of the world. Taking care of a cat is a big responsibility, but it truly takes a special person to take care of a pet in the midst of those precious golden years. And if you are one of those people watching here today, I salute you and personally thank you. If you would like more information concerning today's subject matter, please click the initial link in the description box below and join us at seniorcatwellness.com. And once again, feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if this type of content is of interest to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.